We're here at Egypt Trailhead. I'm wearing two hats, as always.
Never
because my helmet won't fit in my bag, because we're carrying all of our pack rafting gear down to the Escalante River. It's a lot of stuff. This is the first time Parker's been pack rafting.
Yep.
How's your bag feel?
Well, it feels nice and cool because my camelback has an issue. It is like leaking into my bag. But I'm gonna pretend to enjoy it.
Hopefully it'll be worth it when we get to the river.
Woo!
3 miles to the river from Egypt Trailhead. We're on our way. I'm obsessed with the idea of multi-sport outdoors wilderness trips. And the thing that's cool about pack rafts is that they're small inflatable kayaks that weigh about 5 pounds, and that means you can do some really amazing stuff. Like you can just walk deep into a wilderness, pull the raft right out of your bag, paddle down a river, and so I think it's a really cool way to travel across a landscape. I've done some other pack rafting trips. I've pack rafted in Denali National Park in Alaska. I pack rafted with my brother in the Superstition Wilderness in Arizona. I've also pack rafted by myself for over 35 days through New Zealand's South Island. I can't believe I made it! But there's still plenty of pack rafting trips on my list.
One of the pack rafting trips I've always dreamt of doing is the Escalante River, much of which is in the Grand Staircase-Escalante National Monument that President Bill Clinton established in 1996.
But it only has enough water in it a few weeks a year. So when you get a chance, you go and you do it.
On this remarkable site, God's handiwork is everywhere. In the natural beauty of the Escalante Canyons and in the Kaparowitz Plateau. In the rock formations that show layer by layer billions of years of geology. In the fossil record of dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. In the remains of ancient American civilizations like the Anasazi Indians. Its uniquely American landscape is now one of the most isolated places in the lower 48 states.
Our plan for this trip is to hike in 3 miles into this place called Fence Canyon, and then we will spend 5 days paddling the river all the way until Coyote Gulch, which is just shy of 40 miles of paddling, I think, with a bunch of opportunities for side hikes and cool things to see.
So we're right near the edge of the Escalante River.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like right there, the view is just spectacular.
We're here at the edge of the Escalante River. We just inflated our pack rafts.
Yeah, we are all ready to go, making sure all of the things that need to be in dry bags are in dry bags and getting ready to hit the river.
We were both pretty nervous. I was nervous because there's so many variables that are out of your control when you do a pack rafting trip. You have no idea what the water levels are going to be, what the weather is going to be like, where the rocks are going to be in the river, what the rapids are going to look like. And then also, I've done a bunch of pack rafting, but my paddling skills are really only intermediate, and Parker had very little paddling experience.
Are we going?
Let's try it. There was a flash flood in southern Utah right before we started paddling, and so instead of the river moving about 3 to 4 miles per hour, it looked like it was moving about 6 miles per hour.
Is this a rapid?
It's really fun. The water is a lot faster than we anticipated, so that makes steering really hard, and I'm not an expert.
We're moving along really fast, and there's this massive log, like this tree that had fallen. I can't. And I managed to like lay back and go under it, which you're not supposed to do.
I managed to flip my boat and fell into the water.
You okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, fuck. Shit.
Do you see my shoes at all?
I grabbed one. I can't find the other.
Well, looks like my other shoe's gone, huh?
Shit.
Clusterfuck.
I wanna be your companion. I wanna be your companion, yeah.
So we just got to camp for the night. We've decided to stop at about the 5-mile marker and we want to just chill. I think we're ready for some like dinner and some tent time.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I know.
Does that have mole in it? You're a fancy one.
It's the morning of day 2 here on the Escalante River.
Before we got going for the day, decided to hike up around our camp.
I have 1 shoe and 2 booties, so I'm gonna have to use some combination of that to hike, so that's life.
There's this nice just little field up here. It's beautiful. Just a really different view of the whole place from up here.
The cool thing about this Escalante River trip is that yeah, you can paddle down the river, but there's also a whole bunch of side canyons that you can hike up. Now we're gonna jump in the boats, head down river a little bit, which we hear there's some good hiking too.
Why don't we chase what's between us until we know that we can keep up, until we know that we've come far enough. I could get used to this feeling between us, eh?
I think this is our first chill time of the entire paddle.
There are people on the internet that say they like paddling this better than the Grand Canyon. I think because it's more intimate.
Oh, it looks like the hike's like up here, then we're gonna curve right, and then I think that's where it is. Yahoo!
Ma'am, step out of your vehicle and I will valet it for you. I'm valeting your vehicle. So we've landed at East Moody Canyon. We just put our Packrafts on the beach here, and now we're gonna hike up the canyon a little bit.
One of the happiest memories of my entire life was when I found a place on a rock overlooking the Grand Canyon, and I watched the sunset, and I watched the colors change layer after layer after layer for 2 hours. I could have sat there for 2 days if the sun had just taken a little longer to set. And even today, 25 years later, in hectic, crazy times, in lonely, painful times, my mind drifts back to those 2 hours that I was alone on that rock watching the sunset over this canyon. And it will be with me till the day I die. I want more of those sights to be with all Americans for all time to come.
So we're hiking into one of the canyons and it's really stunning, just like huge cliff faces on all sides of us, big boulders and like running water through it. It's beautiful.
We've been hearing what we think is bighorn sheep.
Which was also really cool because it sort of echoes off of all the canyon walls and yeah, it just feels like we're in the middle of nowhere and it's stunning.
Yeah, Parker said before that it seemed like Jurassic Park, and that's what it feels like. Just in the middle of nowhere, these huge canyon walls, and no one's around.
Several presidents of both parties, Republicans and Democrats, have worked to preserve places that we now take for granted. Bryce Canyon, Zion, Glacier Bay, Olympic, Grand Teton. I thank goodness that the Antiquities Act was on the book and that presidents, without regard to party, used it to protect them for all of us and for generations to come. Our parents and grandparents saved the Grand Canyon for us. Today, we will save the Grand Escalante Canyons and the Kaparowitz Plateaus of Utah for our children.
Very nice day. When it's hot, that's when I like paddling the best, when it's hot. Not right. Middle, maybe? How's the day on the river?
Good. Lots of wildlife, lots of sunshine. It's moving a little slower, but that's kind of nice. Some fun rapids.
What else?
Hake's cute. That's what you wanted me to say, right?
We are at Scorpion Gulch and we're about to do a little hike, have some lunch, and then get prepared because right after this, like within the next mile, we have to portage or run a big rapid.
Yeah, I guess we're still not at it. Yeah, yeah. I kind of think we should just stay near the wall because it's always deeper near the wall.
So we pulled aside because we thought we saw the rapid. I'm gazing down at it and it looks pretty terrifying, frankly. So as we were walking towards it, it started getting like louder and louder and louder. And yeah, it looks really hard to navigate.
We've come up with a plan. There's 2 channels here, and there's one that kind of goes to the right. Easy place to kind of halt the boats. And from there, we can easily just carry the boats and our backpacks up here and then follow this trail just a little bit over there, hike around the rapid and all the ledges over there, and then pop back in the water.
A lot easier to paddle these things.
What are you making for breakfast this morning?
Pre-cooked scrambled eggs with ham and peppers. And I am having organic black bean soup with chipotle and corn. It's very exciting.
Oh man, what if I was better when I was a kid? I don't remember feeling pitiful or overanalyzing what I did.
Not every president has been willing to use the force of law in the service of future generations. Those like Theodore Roosevelt, who care about the environment, have been willing to do it. But let's face it, it takes courage to take a step like this. It takes guts. It takes vision.
I think one of the really cool things about this trip is that there's so many little spots that you can camp all along the way, and they're all beautiful. If you look around, there's a really big rincon. I think that's what that's called behind me. And it's really beautiful, and we're pretty close to the water, which we haven't been at any of our other campsites, which I think makes this one special.
What's the point of it all?
There's a word we use to describe this approach. It's called stewardship, and it means resisting the short-sighted impulses. It means never saying, oh, someone else will clean up our mess. It means doing what is right to leave our environment safe and clean for the next generation.
Today we are going to try to get some serious miles in the river. We only have 2 days left and there's a big hike on our way out. So the plan today is to go about 7.5 miles, portage the next rapid, and then try to go a few more miles at least.
How's the river today?
A little more tumultuous. I don't know, a little antsier than yesterday, but it's fine. Just hope we scout the rapid well in advance.
We now have a group in Congress bent on rolling back environmental protections and rolling over national parks. This new group has turned its back on the notion of stewardship.
I've come to Utah to take a very historic action, to reverse federal overreach.
President Trump is dramatically reducing Grand Staircase, and that's going to be halved. It's the single largest reversal of public lands protections in United States history.
We have a little more excitement today for sure. The water level's a little bit lower than it was the first day, but there's definitely some more complicated boulder patterns in this section of the river.
Over the last quarter century, this land has produced significant scientific discoveries per acre, more than any other national monument. The last administration cut the size of the monument nearly in half. Today, I'm signing a proclamation to restore it to its full glory.
President Biden reinstated the monument boundaries in 2021. But it's not a question of if, but when President Trump will sign another executive order to once again shrink the boundaries.
We knew there was a really big Class 4 rapid coming that was considered impassable, particularly on Packrafts. So we knew we had to portage around it. And we had some information about what to look for, but what we didn't know is that the boulder jumble that we would be eyeing would be in the middle of a day full of boulder jumbles.
Sorry, I'm here.
At 400 CFS, that thing we just did could be extremely dangerous. Do you see what I mean? Like, imagine the water was just shooting you into those rocks.
We would see boulder jumbles and we would see a trail to the left where we knew the portage was, and we kept hopping out over and over and over again to scout.
Still okay. I'm watching for the jumble and the portage spot. I've hiked to the top of this little saddle here, hoping that I could see the rapids that we're trying to portage around on the river, but everything looks flat from here.
Each time we didn't see the rapid, it just increased anxiety. Like, are we gonna stumble upon this?
Hey! Is that it? Do you see it?
Pull over right here.
Sorry. Fuck. Hank!
Here, grab onto this or we're done with that.
Yeah, that's scary. It looks like people portage on the other side though.
Looked like I was gonna go down it there for a second, huh?
Yeah, I was fucking terrified. I was like, what am I gonna do if he goes in there? I'm following him is not gonna be helpful. Like, I'm gonna have to pull aside, run around, hope he's not dead. Like, oh God.
I mean, I really wish I'd known it was this well marked. On the other hand, I'm like proud of our diligence.
Yeah.
We were super overly cautious and we scouted probably 10 rapids.
I'm so glad we didn't get really chill about it because this is really terrifying.
Okay, our last day in the water. We're heading off as we speak.
Ultimately, the anxiety was really helpful because there were a lot of rapids that we ran that we had the opportunity to scout and talk about how we were going to do them.
Good job, Parker. Good job.
I feel like I learned a lot about scouting rapids and what to look for and the best way to move through them safely.
One by one, I'm coming for 'em. Keep your eyes down unless you wanna join the list. I'm the heat wave rising up around. Gonna wish that you never met my fist. Yeah, here we go again, whipping up an evil plan, wiping my dirty hands clean. Just another lucky day, everything is going great. Look at this mess I made. Look at this beautiful. It's coming down like a hammer. It's coming down like a hammer. It's coming down like a hammer. And when I swing, I don't miss.
By the end of it, we were going over rapids that were pretty big, and I just thought it was so much fun, and I really enjoyed like trying to scout the line and make it through. And even when I flipped, I wasn't that scared. I expected for that to really kind of shake me, and it didn't.
I don't play softly. If you double cross me, you will only wind up in a ditch. Yeah, here we go again, whipping up an evil plan, wiping my dirty hands clean. Just another lucky day, everything is going great. Look at this mess I made.
Just around the river bend, waiting just around the river bend. A big fucking rock that can flip your boat. Don't fuck it up. If you go the wrong way, you will flip your boat around the river bend. Yip, yip, yay! So have we gone about a mile, you think?
Let me look.
Is that a shoe?
What? Is it your shoe?
Oh my god. I think it is.
That's insane.
No.
Is
It's
it
the same brand as my shoe.
What?
Yeah, but it looks like my shoe,
What size is it?
but it's not my shoe.
Is it like a...
But someone else must have fallen in on that log too and lost their shoe.
That's hilarious.
It's US size 11.
What size do you wear?
I mean, I usually wear 11 or 11 and a half. It's the right shoe and I lost the right shoe. This isn't my shoe though, I swear. It's not. It doesn't
What
match.
the heck? That's insane.
I've never seen anything like this before. I've never dreamed of waking up and not needing anything more than what's in front of me. I'm laughing attached to your invisible string. I'm dragging my feet.
Look up there. I mean, this is just incredible. It's like a cathedral.
Even though I've been to southern Utah before, and I've been to some amazing places in southern Utah, including Buckskin Gulch and Bears Ears, I was still just floored by the epicness and grandness of the Escalante paddling trip down the river. The canyon walls just towered above us for days on end, and they were just so beautiful and so big. It just made you feel so small.
I had the opportunity to be surrounded by beauty in a way that I don't normally in my day-to-day life. It was really just over the top. The canyon walls were huge. and they would change into different shades of red with different patterns.
It's hard to be in love with an angel. It's hard to be in love with a villain. It's hard to be in love with you. Someone perfect.
There was one moment where we were just sort of meandering, and I didn't have headphones. Hank and I were a little bit further apart at that moment, so we weren't talking. And I just had the time to sit there and stare at these cliffs with these green trees and watch the cotton, the little seeds float around. And the water was so beautiful, and it was just an opportunity to acknowledge what we were doing and where we were, and just how beautiful it was. And I think I don't get a lot of those moments in my day-to-day life.
And so it was a humbling wilderness experience in a way that many wilderness experiences approach, but this was something special and unique.
Here we are, we've made it. We've made it to Coyote Gulch, which is the end of our 40-mile paddle. And now we're going to head up Crack in the Wall Trail to try to get out of this river canyon. So we've met another pack rafter.
My name is Michael. I'm going to hike out with Hank and Parker. Those are names? Yeah. We're gonna hike out Crack in the Wall, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
The hike out was insane in a way that we hadn't really prepared for. We'd heard it was scary, but honestly, I pictured a very narrow path, one of those with a really steep drop off, you can't fall, so it's scary, but there's a path, a hike to walk on. And that wasn't really the case.
How's that? Did that help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not stable though.
Basically, the Crack in the Wall trail route out from Coyote Gulch is a section of slick rock climbing, which is extremely difficult and dangerous if you're carrying a heavy pack. It's okay. It's a hard trip. Yeah.
You basically are rock climbing across sections of big, sheer rock, and it's really exposed.
Do you want me to go in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you come back here first? Because I don't want to walk there. Okay, ready? Fuck.
So a mistake's not really something that's doable. I'll figure it.
I'm not sure we have a choice. The slick rock was much, much more scary and challenging than I ever imagined. And also, I had to hike in a hiking boot I found stuck in some weeds on the side of the river. Okay, there.
So we made it across that initial section, and then it was just like a straight hike up a sand dune.
And this part's just a really exhausting slog. 800 feet up across sand. Oh geez.
So we are in a literal crack in the wall at the very top of the canyon. And now we're trying to get our bags as far as we can. We've been using this rope.
So right now we're hoisting the bags up crack in the wall. It is not easy.
The bags are heavy because they have boats in them.
Got it.
Woo!
Oh, Jesus.
This is one of the top 5 adventure trips I've ever done. The Escalante River is just so grand and so humbling that if I ever do another trip that's this adventurous, that's this epic, and this rewarding, I will be surprised.
Oh, and if you lost a Merrill hiking boot on the Escalante?
Then let me know and I'll return mine to you, and if you found mine, let me know, we can switch.
It was a constant exercise of feeling scared and powering through it, because there's really only one way through it, which is just to paddle and do the best you can. I watched myself get more and more comfortable and less scared each day. To have such a tangible, like acute experience of fear and conquering that and getting better and moving on, I think really helps in bigger situations when it's a little less obvious.
Okay, so me, Parker, and Michael have made it to the top of the crack in the wall. And now, less than 2 miles away, we can see across Utah sandstone a glimmer of cars.
I'm so excited.
We are very excited.
Protection of public lands must not become a pendulum that swings back and forth depending on who's in public office. National monuments and parks are part of our DNA as a people. They're the birthright of every American.
We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions. We will seriously expedite environmental approvals to unleash mineral production. Today, I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.